Hello Libra, this is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill, and I am here to talk to you about February 19th through the 25th. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I'm shuffling for you a new deck of tarot cards called the Animal Wise Tarot from Ted Andrews. We are giving them a shot to see if they're interesting and fun, and if you like them, comment below. Give me a thumbs up. See what's going on. If you don't like them, comment below and we'll work it out. All right, so programming these cards for you. And we'll go ahead and lay these out. Let's see where we're getting to. All right, so we have the 9 of Swords. We were talking about having some regrets about how things went in the past. I feel like this whole month has been a little bit of a try, and that there's a lot of things going on where people have had a lot to say about what you're doing, and you're doing the best you can with what you have. And I've been trying to help you figure out the best way to circumnavigate this situation so that you have temporary solutions in place, so that you don't come to this place feeling super intensely overwhelmed by people second guessing you and telling you you did it all wrong. Because I know that would affect you in an uncomfortable way. I don't want you to feel that way. There is no reason for it. But if you did all the right things earlier this month, you're in a good position to approach their situation and go, oh, okay. So we were talking last week about how just being still and listening quietly, you could actually begin to understand what they really cared about was something specific that was easily solved, instead of it being something they're making a big deal out of whatever the heck you did. So just listening, getting them down to the brass tacks and the most important part of what they wanted to do, the facts. You can solve their problem that way. Okay, so this 9 of Swords is here talking about that still possible situation of feeling regretful. We're going to look now at the Knight of Wands. This is the Komodo dragon, survival instincts and impulses. So this is when you get confronted by people who make you feel uncomfortable. Sometimes you want to lash out. Sometimes you want to do things that are a little over the top to react and let them know, you weren't here. I had to do things. Whatever happened, happened. Too bad, so sad. And by approaching it that way, it is going to cause more trouble. I just want you to be cautious in how you do it, because your impulses are going to take you in a different direction than you want to go, I think. So just sort of breathe, okay? I know you don't want to hear that, because here we have the Star, which is the Firefly. Dun, dun, dun. From what I can tell, I think the Firefly is having some sexy time. So it's a spiritual inspiration and hope. This card is talking about how absolutely when you follow your inspiration and your spiritual self, and you center yourself calmly. Last week we had a really good week, and you kind of got to this really nice calm space of knowing that you'd made your decisions and you were comfortable with them and you were okay, and that's okay. I want you to sort of go back to that, because that is your inspiration. That is where the inspiration and hope comes from, is that I've already done all the good stuff. I'm settled in my decisions, and I'm good with it. You're going to have new information coming to you that is going to guide you in a really very special way. So very exciting stuff is happening, and I'm excited for you. This is good stuff. Take in that inspiration and help let that counteract the regret. All right, cool. The Page of Cups is here, saying that they're, like we had talked about the Monday morning quarterback, somebody's going to show up and have a lot of feelings about what happened. It feels like they were just caught up and couldn't get here on time or whatever, but it doesn't mean that that makes it any easier or better for what's going on. Okay? So understand that, and understand that it's their stuff, not your stuff. Back to listening, I guess, right? The Tower has shown up here. The Vulture, life, death, and rebirth. Life, death, and rebirth. The Vulture. So he's all about all those different things because he takes care of cleaning up the messes. And sure, once you get the mess out of the way, you can get into the good stuff, the new stuff. There's always, whenever you empty a space, there's room to put new stuff in. Haha! Fun, joy, light, and happiness comes from this. It reminds that in the Tower way, things fall together or they fall apart, right? So while this person is showing up, I'm going to say that while it's a blockage that this person has shown up, I think things will fall together with them, as in you've sort of already anticipated what they could be upset about, and it will be a quick fix to help them, and they will clear something out. Interesting. Fun. Okay. And now we have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles being that happy family feeling of the family money and all that stuff. Yes, it's in the blocking department technically, but maybe this is just new information about what's this person who's blocking. And it's the Moose, home, birth, and primal mother. So we have somebody with a lot of mothering instincts and a lot of mother juju, meaning that they're very protective also. And they're, because it's Pentacles, I'm going to say it's very much so they're protecting money in some way. So they've come to be uppity about the money. But you've already handled it, and you've handled it very nicely. I think that they're going to be very surprised at how well you handled it and how fairly you handled it. And they're going to be like, oh, well, hey, okay, I see you took care of it, and everything is good, and nobody's getting screwed, and so that's pretty good. Thanks. So you handled it, and there's going to be a nice change. You've done all the work. We've done all the work in this past month to make sure that this doesn't turn into a big so it's good. Good for you. The King of Wands is here again to say, hey, you are supported. You have a good friend who's going to be around, who is going to be a helpful guide slash just somebody to lighten things up a little. Maybe they'll just be the one cracking jokes all day to help you ease up and ease out of the intensity of this whole month. All right, so allow that person to be the comic relief, to be what they're doing is the exact right thing for you right now, and you need to be free of that intensity. All right, so allow the freedom and don't feel bad about it. You'll be just fine. It's good. And these other cards, you have the Six of Cups, the Cicada, happiness from the past. So yes, while you're doing all of this, there could be some old friend who's popped up. Maybe that's who's the King of Wands here is an old friend from the past who's going to be cracking jokes and bringing up old fun things that will make you happy. And remember who you were and how you are and what's going on. It's wonderful. You're very connected to those parts of yourself anyway, but this is another layer, another happy layer of that sort of thing. It's a good for you. The Three of Swords is here, the rose-breasted grosbeak, and it's talking about how there's the healing of the heart. So this Three of Swords is different than any of the other Three of Swords I usually see. And it reminds me that you are in a position right here with these old friends from the past and family from the past, or what feels like family to me, that we're working old ground in a very healing way, where everything that's going to come out of this is everyone's going, oh, you took care of me without me being here. That's nice. That is so nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Very good. I came in guns blazing, but I don't have to be, and that's cool. So thanks. So that's falling together. That's nice. And then the other old friend shows up to say, hey, remember me? Do you remember da-da-da-da-da-da-da? And then you have a little da-da-da conversation, and the da-da-da comes out, aw, you know, I really didn't know I did that, and I'm really sorry about that. Regrets. So then you're able to heal that rift with the old friend. Whether you hang out with that old friend ever again or not is irrelevant. The fact that you can heal the rift and let them walk on lighter, and you get to walk on lighter too. So that's some really good stuff to be doing in the middle of February. Awesome. I commend you on all the work you've done and all the stuff you've gotten through. Good for you, Libra. You are my hero for now, and I do hope that you will come back for March. Thank you. We'll talk then.